Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining me for Yoga in Our City's virtual studio class for chair yoga. My name is Anne, and I would like to invite you to check with a medical consultant or practitioner if this is the first time that you've engaged in yoga and or any exercise program, just to be safe. Now, this is especially important if you are pregnant, if you are nursing, and or if you're taking medication and or have a pre-existing condition. Now, on a personal note, I want to apologize. I'm about 5 minutes late. I had to get my dog into the other room, but anyhow, made it here. So I'm glad to be here. And this evening for our chair yoga session, we're going to focus on stretching and strengthening, also balancing. And this will also fall directly into, we want to prevent falls. So it's risk prevention to avoid falls. Okay. And if we fall, then we don't want to get hurt. And that's a big, big purpose of chair yoga, to strengthen the body, the joints, the muscles, the skeletal system. All righty. So to begin, let's take a look at our props, and then we'll move right into sitting mountain, which if you tuned in before, you know that's our foundational pose. We always come back to sitting mountain. So again, tonight we are going to use a band. And if you don't have one like this that goes together, that's fine. You are more than welcome to use this or a belt or a strap, whatever you have. Okay. And of course, this is for our feet. We always start out with our lower part of our body and work our way up to the top of the head. So our feet get a nice massage. And then, of course, our blocks. Our blocks are for dual purposes. Okay. It can help to keep us supported so we can put it in back of the chair. Or if our feet don't touch the ground, or for certain different stretches, we may want to use the block. Okay. In addition, we have our blanket. Okay, that's at the end for relaxation. All right, so let's begin in sitting mountain. So I'm going to invite you to move to the forward front of the chair. Again, most responsibly, to be safe. Okay. My feet are flat on the floor, and I can push down on the fatty part of my feet, which is right beneath the toes and also on the heels. Press them down. Then I take my fists, separate them, and bring them right through the center of my legs for my thighs. And my legs are apart, just the two fists together. And then we're going to move up the body, and we're going to take our fingers and we're going to place them under the chin. And we want to lift the chin slightly, but we want it parallel to the floor. We want a beautiful alignment. Our bottom part of our body is at a 90-degree angle. This is perfect postural alignment. We want to tighten and engage, have an active pose in our chair, keep us alert, keep us strong, also tends to strengthen the muscles in the body. Upper body is relaxed. Now we're going to move on. We're going to take our shoulders, we're going to bring them forward up to the ears and stretch them back, opening the chest so we can breathe freely. And finally, we have our drishti, which is the spot where the ceiling and the wall meet, and that's as high as we want to extend our neck. Okay, so that's the props, the sitting mountain. Now let's begin with our intention. And our intention, you could repeat after me either out loud or quietly. Our intention this evening is to synchronize our breath with each movement. Synchronize our breath with each movement. We're going to synchronize our breath with each movement. Okay, now we're going to get right into the breathing. So we're going to do a 3-part breath, but this evening we're going to use, if you have, okay, your band. And if you don't, you can use a string or you can use a scarf, or you may also want to use a belt. Now we're going to bring our awareness to the various sections of the rib cage. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on the lower, which is our lower part of the rib cage. And we're going to take our strap or string, whatever it is, and bring it around to the back of the body. And this way, you're going to be very aware of the movement of the lower part of the chest. Okay, so let's begin. We're going to breathe in through the nose and exhale out through the nose and or mouth. This is the 3-part breathing. Now you may want to get a firm, tight grip because you want to be consciously aware of the movement of the various 3 sections of the chest. Okay, and now we'll do this 6 times full breath and just go at your own pace. Okay, so let's begin. You can either close your eyes and bring your mindfulness or your awareness to the part of the chest that we're using, the lower ribs, and begin 6 full breaths. And then your final breath. Inhale, exhale, relax the breath. Blow it all out. Okay. Now we're going to move into our middle ribs, and you can feel your ribs right here. And that's where you're going to place your strap or whatever you have because you want to become more and more mindful of the breath. Okay, this is a great way to develop awareness. Shoulders back, open the chest, and let's do the same thing. 6 full breaths. Begin. And your last one, inhale and exhale fully. Great. Now you just want to maybe take circles, just get the hip area relaxed and moving before we move into the third part. Now, the third part of the breath, we're going to take the strap, place it under our armpits. Okay. Now, we have a lot of nerve endings under the armpit. Again, you're going to tighten it and you're going to feel your upper chest moving. Okay. Let's begin. 6 full breaths. The last one, inhale. And relax. Now you can remove your band or strap, put that away, place your hands comfortably on your thighs. Let's take our right hand and fleshy part of the right cheek, push it over, and then the left. And just move back and forth so we feel those sits bones on the chair. All righty. Now we're going to start with the warm up. So, what we're going to do is begin the feet, moving up to the top of the head. Okay. These are our nice warm ups or stretches. So, let's start with the feet. Love my roller here, but you may have whatever you're using for the bottom of your feet. And you're going to just move them forward and back. And I'm going to synchronize my breath with this. So I'm going to inhale and stretch those toes out, and then exhale, come in. Bring the heels close to the edges of the chair legs. Again, aligning your postural alignment. You want those shoulders back, you want the chest open, and you want the head to be forward. Looking forward. Don't go forward, because what we're trying to do is change our postural alignment. The back body is what holds us up. That's the gravity. Many of us, well, we'll get into that in a minute. Okay, so that's for the feet and the toes. Now we could put this aside. Unless you want to use this and massage your legs, you could always do that. But anyhow, moving up, we're going to take our toes and lift them up and then move the heels down. So we're doing this kind of motion. Again, synchronizing the breath with the movement. This strengthens the ankles, which are so important for balance and structural alignment. And of course, moving up from there, we have our calves, which play also a large part in holding us up in walking in the spatial area of space. Okay, we want the calves strong. We want the legs strong. We want the quadriceps strong, because this is framing our body. Postural alignment. Beautiful. Now let's move up. We're going to inhale 3 times each side, stretching the knees. So inhale, bring that knee as far or as close as you can to your chest. Now, some of you may be able to bring the knee all the way up. Others may be on level 2, or level 1 may be just this, which is fine. But if you're at level 1 and you can only bring the knee up so far, make sure you're sitting back. Don't go forward in your alignment. Okay, so let's do 2 and then 3. Again, synchronizing the breath with the movement. And let's go to the left. Inhale if you're on level 1 or level 2 or level 3. Move this 3 times. Beautiful. Beautiful warm-ups. And then again, we're going to place the hands on the knees or the thighs, and let's rotate around, being very aware of safety. Relax your neck. You're not moving, you're moving your body. The neck is staying perfectly still until we get to that. Okay. Now from there, we're going to take the shoulders. We're going to do shoulder rolls. Inhale up towards the ears and exhale down. Beautiful. In reverse. Even move in and out. Getting the whole back engaged. All righty. Now, next we did the shoulders. Now we go to the neck. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to inhale, rotate very gently, micro moves, especially if you have arthritis like I do. You don't want to overextend the neck. The arthritis could be sometimes inflamed or painful, so you want to be very careful of the neck. So you want to keep it flexible and lubricated, but you want to do micro movements. So as you exhale, eventually you'll be able to move it just a little bit farther back. And then we're going to do the opposite side. Inhale, moving over to the left shoulder. Micro movements again. Synchronize the breath with the movement. Beautiful. Now we're going to take the right ear. Inhale, exhale, bring that right ear to the right shoulder and back up. And then we're going to do the opposite. Left ear to left shoulder. Let's do 3 times each side, synchronizing again the breath with the movement. Beautiful. All righty. Now we're going to move into one last warm up. Remember the importance of our eyes in space so we want stronger eyesight, which we can do by increasing the flow of blood and oxygen through the eyes by exercising them. So let's do full circles with the eyes. You ready? Let's begin. Just keep the head completely still. You're only moving the eyes. We'll do 3 times to the right and then 3 times to the left. Yeah, our eyes are very important for the spatial awareness of our body in space. Take the palms of the hands, close the eyes, and place the palms on the eyes, just relaxing all the muscles that we just used in the eyes. Beautiful. All righty. Now we're going to move into our postures. Now, the first posture we're going to do is to strengthen our upper body neck area. Now, I'm going to call this the slump asana. Now, during the day, many of us are at the computer and we're coming forward like this. That may be our job, that may be just what we do when we're on the phone or on our computers. I finally bought one of the stands so my computer is right at my eye level. However, what we want to do is we want to counter position our body. So if part of the day we're forward like this, then we want to reposition and bring those shoulder blades back and sit comfortably and tall and active movement or active posture so we can do the opposite of the slump asana. Okay, we're doing a direct active asana, sitting in our chair, and breathe. So now the first thing we're going to do is a chin tuck. So we're going to take the chin and bring it slightly down, and you could feel the musculature in the back of the neck, not too far down, just slightly. Hold it and then bring it back up. That's one. We'll do 3 times. Chin tuck, 2, and then the last one will be 3. Great. Now, next, we're going to move into another neck exercise. And this will be, you're going to take your right hand and left. You can even take both of them if you have the ability to raise the arms up. And you're going to place your hand on the top of the head and push down. You're strengthening all the various parts of the neck. We want to strengthen the back of the neck so we're not sitting forward. We're not slumping forward. If you notice, many people, they lead with their chin or their head, and that is not a good way to be walking and positioning. You want the body postural aligned, and then relax. Now you may want to take the other hand if the right gets tired. Do the same thing again. Press down at the top of the head, strengthening the neck. Beautiful, and relax. Next, we're going to move up to the shoulders. The shoulders in all the areas in the back body of the shoulders. The shoulder blades, they need to be strong so they can carry our head. Our head weighs about 10 pounds, okay, or 12 pounds, somewhere around there. Now, if one moves forward, so they say every inch that you move forward, you're adding weight to your neck and shoulders. Okay. So now we're going to inhale. We're going to stretch the shoulder blades together and breathe. Nice full breaths, active sitting posture in sitting mountain. Tighten the muscles. Open the chest. Now, when you're tightening the muscles, you can feel the energy or the heat moving through the body because it's a definite active posture, active pose. And you're burning calories doing this because all the muscles are working. They're being strengthened so they can support the skeletal body. Okay. Now, after we do that, we're going to relax and we're going to counterpose by taking the shoulders and just inhale, stretching up. And if you can come a little farther, stretch up a little bit farther. Sorry, the palms should be facing down. Then up, if you can come further and you're in level 2 or 3, bring the fingers all the way up. And we're going to clasp the hands together. We're going to elongate the spine. Stretch it up. Elongate the spine. Beautiful. Stretch up. And then slowly exhale down, palms facing up till they get to the shoulders. Remember, we're protecting the shoulders and the rotatory cuff. Turn the palms down, all the way down, exhale. Now let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, stretch up. Turn the palms, stretch up. Reach for the ceiling. Elongate the spine. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Feel that whole spinal column opening up. Slowly exhale down. Turn down. It protects the shoulders, the rotatory cuff. Inhale, stretch up. Turn, stretch up. And now what we can do is just move the sits bone side to side. Stretching, stretching, stretching. Beautiful. Exhale down. Now, one of my favorites is the eagle pose to strengthen the upper body, okay? To strengthen the shoulders, shoulder blades, upper part of the chest. Okay, so for that, we're going to inhale, stretch the fingers out. Now, you may be right here if you're on level 1, that's fine. For those of you that are at level 2, maybe you can stretch a little bit farther, okay? Or if you're at level 3 or 4, take that right arm under the left. And if you can do a palm to palm hold and breathe, and you could feel the stretching and the opening of the shoulders and the shoulder blades. Breathe deeply. 3 full breaths. And we're stretching the upper back here. We want it to be strong. Beautiful. Now relax, undo, and then we're going to do the opposite side. So again, if you're at level 1, or maybe level 2, or maybe you're at level 3. And breathe. And now inhale, exhale, release. Good. And let's shake out the fingers, shake out the legs, and let's shake out the toes. Okay, so what we're going to do is just move the toes back and forth, okay? Just like we're doing the fingers, okay? Get them engaged. And we don't realize how important our toes are until we have maybe loss of something. Like, for example, I had to have a bunion removed, and boy, oh boy, did I really appreciate my foot after that, because we need it for so many things, our feet to be able to hold and support us on the ground. Okay, next we're going to use our blocks and we're going to stretch out the feet. Okay, so what we're going to do is I suggest to turn the blocks this way, okay, and a little bit apart. And you're going to take left on left block, right on right. Here we go. Now have the heels coming off of the back, have the toes firmly on the front of the block, and you can hold on to the sides of the chair and stretch them up and down. Do that a few times. Beautiful. Okay. Now, next, we're going to use our band. Put our blocks away. We're going to use our band. And we're going to strengthen the triceps, and this will also help the shoulders. Now, again, I have this band like I did last week, okay, except my last week, mine broke, so I have to be very careful. This is kind of a small band, okay, I'm small, and but this is perfect for me. What I want is the shoulders and the hands to be pretty much on the same line, okay? Because I want, if I drew a line down the middle of my body, I want it to be even. I want that plane to be divided, my left and my right side of my body together. Now you're going to inhale, exhale, stretch out. It's almost like an isometric. You can feel the intensity of in the active engagement of the muscles in the triceps and also in the shoulders, and then relax. We'll do this 3 times. Inhale, stretch and open. And relax. And one more time. Inhale, stretch and open. Exhale. Beautiful. And relax. So that's that band. Now we can use the band for other movements, and we'll get in that in the weeks to follow. Okay? The bands are really very supportive because you really get that nice stretch, and it's a great opening for the chest. Okay? Now we're going to do one more, and we're going to grasp the leg of the chair. Okay? Now, it could be right here on the side, and relax the arms at the sides of the chair. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our left hand and we're going to bring it around and hold onto the left side of the chair and just do a slight spinal twist. And then you're going to move to the opposite. Now, some of you may feel a lot of flexibility in the ability to rotate into a spinal twist. So what you could do is take that right hand. Now you're looking over the left side, and you're going to take that right hand and stretch it. You can stretch it all the way back to the back of the chair. And then the opposite. Okay, come back around and hold on and breathe. Beautiful. And for the final posture today, we're going to take the hands, bring the palms together right in the center of our body. We're going to inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to rotate around, but we're going to take the left elbow and allow it to come on the right thigh and stretch. Now be careful with the neck, okay? If you have arthritis like me, you want to do a micro movement with the neck, or I want to be parallel to the floor. So my chin is parallel to the floor. So I feel no uncomfortability. Back up, inhale through the center, exhale. Now we're going to take the opposite and do the same thing. Back to center. 2 more times on each side. Inhale through the center, and then as you exhale, bring that elbow, the left elbow onto the right thigh, and back, inhale, and then the left, and back. One more time, and back, and the opposite. Beautiful. Now, because we used our hands for that in the prayer pose and also for the eagle pose we did, let's just touch the fingers and stretch them out. You want to take those fingers, bring them right to the palms. So you're stretching, stretching, stretching. Beautiful. Then shake out the hands. And now I'm going to invite you, you could take your blanket if you like and wrap it around you. Now we want to place the feet flat on the floor in front of us, And you may want to sit back in your chair, but I do invite you to take those shoulders and make sure that they're touching the back of the chair. Again, when I look at myself in a mirror right now, I know that I'm aligned, that the center of my body is divided on both sides. I want my neck or my chin parallel to the floor. And now I'm going to invite you again to take 3 full breaths. And if you'd like, you can visualize having the straps around lower, mid, and upper chest for the 3-part breathing. Okay, and let's begin. I will synchronize my breath with movement. Our original intention. Say it 2 more times. I will synchronize my breath with the movement. I will synchronize my breath with the movement. Now you may open your eyes. And again, everyone that joined me this evening, I want to thank you. I hope you enjoyed this series. And of course, my ending is always practice, 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 okay? And just be aware of your body in space as you go through your days. Notice your alignment, okay? Okay, until next time, which will be next Wednesday, I'll see you again at 5:30. Take care. Have a great evening.